Hi everyone. Hope everyone had a lovely Christmas and have a lovely New Year as well. This is actually the second time I've recorded this. I actually did about 20 minutes worth of video earlier, but obviously it didn't save properly. So I thought I'd just play a quick battle of Shogun 2 and I'd have a chat to you about basically some of the plans I have for the channel. So firstly, I have to apologise for how long it's been since I've updated. I know it's been a long time. In fact, most of you probably have forgotten I even did videos. So that's my first thing to apologise for. Um, Also to let you know, obviously, that I'm still alive and I am still making videos. Um, yeah, That's the first thing. That's out of the way, basically. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words quite a bit. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't not long finished work, so I'm a bit scatterbrained right now. Um, so yeah, what are we going to talk about? Well, what I'm going to talk about is future plans for the channel, what I intend to do, what games I'm going to be playing, and you know, other little bits and pieces like that. These guys are badass. Look at that. Oh, hardcore. Um, yeah. So first things first is I'm going to be finishing the Total War series. Just a quick run through the order I'm going to be doing them in case I haven't said already. It's going to be finish Rome. That's my main priority right now, is finish Rome. I'm going to put Stalker on the back burner for a while, and I'm going to put all my effort into finishing Rome. I'm also then going to play Rome 2, then Barbarian Invasion. Then I'm probably going to play the Medieval 2 Kingdoms, the British campaign, followed by Medieval 2 itself. After that, I'm going to play Empire, and then Napoleon, which I've never actually played, so that'll be interesting. Then I'm going to play Shogun 2, possibly Rise of the Samurai first, followed by Shogun 2, and then followed by Fall of the Samurai, which I've also never played. So that'll be interesting. And that'll be the end of the Total War series until they release probably another one or two by the time I finish that. I'm also thinking of doing Third Age, the Lord of the Rings one, because that's a very, very good game. I don't know who has, but I will probably do it. So you're probably asking yourself, well, okay, when and if you ever finish all those games, what are you going to do in the meantime? Well, I'm never going to do more than 2 or 3 games at a time. Right now I've got 3 on the go. I've got Rome, and I've also got, obviously, Shogun, Stalker, and I've got the co-op campaign with me and Ryan, which I'm hoping to finish, or at least, really get going on quite a bit. Due to family, well, just family stuff. Ryan isn't going to be available all the time, so we try and get loads out. I think we've got another 2 sets actually on my hard drive, which we haven't put up yet, just for as and when we need to. So I'll put them up at some point. What else? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought so easily tonight. It's very late. I shouldn't have really put this video up, but like I said, I recorded 20 minutes worth of video, and it's all been recorded terribly. So I just want to do it again because it's going to bug me otherwise. So what else am I going to play? Well, once I finish Stalker, I'm only going to play probably one other single-player game. Any other game I do will probably be co-op to some degree. I'm thinking of possibly... Now, it's going to sound really boring, cliche, but I'm thinking of possibly doing a Skyrim playthrough. Now, I know everyone's done Skyrim to death. And, I'd understand why you'd be a bit sort of, oh, well, I don't want to see Skyrim, I want to see something different. It's going to be something a little different. If you've ever seen a Let's Player called My Name Is Not Lily, who is my favourite Let's Player, he sometimes puts a bit of narration in his videos, in such a way that his videos are based around one character, and so occasionally he'll delve into the head and into the mind of this character to give you more insight of what they think in this situation, which gives it a really cool spin if you want to follow the characters through the games. So I'm thinking of trying something like that with Skyrim, only it would be like a story. So I would record it, and then I would write the story, like myself. I would actually physically type it up and write it, and then I would narrate it to you about what's happening, what my character's thinking, what's going on, and stuff like that. That would be a massive project, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it yet. But it's something I'm spitballing, something I'm thinking of. I'm never going to be one of these guys like Over the Gun or Halloween or Demo 2986, guys who can just churn out videos. I just don't have the time or the talent really to do what those guys do. So I gotta pick what games I do quite carefully, because they're gonna take a long time to do. So that's that. I'm also thinking of doing the Rainbow Six series, because I really enjoy that series. Also, I got a capture card for Christmas, and with it I can now do PS2 games. That's PS2? Xbox games, sorry. So I'm going to be doing some Xbox stuff, and if I can get my PS2 working on my telly, then I would also like to do the Ace Combat series, because that is probably my favourite PS2 series. Probably one of my favourite series, end of story. So that would be that. I'm also thinking of splitting my channel a little bit in such a way that I'm only really going to do sort of 4 or 5 genres of games on my channel, maybe less. Mainly so you know what you're getting when you come onto my channel. I'm probably going to be doing a mixture of horror, FPS, so stuff like Doom 3, Amnesia. I'd like to do, you know, really sort of scary games for me because I'm a coward. You know, thought I had the blood mod on, but I can't see it. Never mind. So that'd be the one. I'd also like to do more strategy games. I'm thinking of maybe also doing Crusader Kings 2, Hearts of Iron 2, 3, if I ever learn to play it. I would also like to possibly do Company of Heroes. Basically stuff that I can continue the British Conquest series with. Also, V, who I haven't met yet, but you will. Another one of my best friends. He's actually on YouTube as Rogue Cynic, if you look him up. He's got his own channel as well. He hasn't put anything up for a while. Maybe you should get on that. He suggested maybe doing adventure games, because we play a lot of adventure games together when we see each other. It's just a genre we really enjoy, and we bounce off each other quite well, chemistry-wise. So we thought it might be a cool idea to, you know, just play some adventure games, stuff like Grim Fandango, Discworld, The Lost Crown, you know, stuff like that. Just, you know, so you can see how rubbish we are at them. What else? Wow, these guys are wicked. I know who's before. Also, I'm thinking of delving maybe into flight sims, not as in like actual Flight Simulator, but stuff like Combat Flight Simulator, Lock On, IL2, stuff like that. You know, when I can learn to play them properly, because I'm not very good at them. I would like to definitely put some effort into doing sort of Iron Man style playthroughs, much like Jeff Major did with IL2, where you play until you died, and once you died, it was game over. That's the sort of thing I look for. Why are they killing guys over here as well? What? That is quality. It's even hit guys at wow. Gotta get me some when I start playing this game. Shimatsu Heavy Gunners. Remember the name, guys. You're gonna be seeing a lot of them. Yes, so possibly stuff like that. I'm not sure about that yet. It depends how much time I've got to learn to play them, because I've never been good at Flight Simulators, and I'd have to put a lot of effort into it with this lack of free time I suddenly have. So the idea is, when you come onto my channel in the future, when I've got a lot of different genres up, because I'm quite sort of I'm quite regimented. I like things to be done properly. So you could come on and you would say, right, I fancy watching an adventure playthrough today. So you go into my channel and there'd be there'd be an adventure section, then there'd be like an FPS and a horror section, you know, just so you know where to go and stuff like that. That's way in the future yet. If I ever get that sorted, if I ever get that many videos done. But yeah, like I said, Total War's my priority right now because you guys seem to like that the most. So you know, that's what I'm gonna do. What else? Also, I'm looking into more co-op gaming. Obviously, I'm doing Total War 2 at the moment with Ryan. V, who I mentioned, is going to be doing some co-op games with me. In fact, some of the stuff me and V are planning to do is probably the most sure thing. But what I mean by that is something that I've really wanted to do since I started this channel. Before I even wanted to do Total War. Total War was a kind of spitball idea which I sort of pulled out the air, and it turns out that it was a really good idea because a couple of you seem to really like it, and so I'm going to keep doing it. But what I always wanted to do from the moment I found that there was a Let's Play sort of thing going on YouTube, like I got owned, I really wanted to do a Madden playthrough. So what we're going to be doing is me and V at some point are going to be doing a Madden 25 playthrough as co-op. I'm not sure what team yet, probably the Chargers because they're my team. And what we're going to do is how it's going to work is we are going to record the game, full game, no, not just highlights, we're going to do the whole game so you get the whole 40 minutes and whatever. And it's going to be us two playing, and we're then going to watch the game back and we are going to comment on it as if we were in the booth with, like, say, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. Obviously not as good, but and that's the sort of thing we do. And then we do mini videos showing, like, you know, roster changes we made, what's happening around the league, injuries and stuff like that, maybe a mock draft even. Oh, we killed their general! What a shot. Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff we'd be doing. That's something I've always wanted to do for a long time. So I think that's definitely going to be the pipeline. So watch out for that. Probably, I'd say mid next year, perhaps. It's something I want to do for a long time, and he seems really game for the idea. So that's something we'd like to try. So watch out for that soon. Oh my god, he's gonna get run down. What else? We're also considering doing a WWE 2K14 playthrough. And how that would work is much like our hidden units have been discovered, my lord. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate for some reason. Very similar to the way our Madden 25 one would work, is we would play the game. We'd actually plan the games ahead, the matches ahead. So we would actually plan what's going to happen in the match, who's going to fight who. We're going to take control of Raw and SmackDown, one each, and we are going to make the storylines, because we're wrestling fans. You know, call us childish or whatever, we don't care. But we've been watching wrestling now for a long time, and what we've noticed now from nowadays wrestling is the storytelling and the match planning, and that is just bad. It's not good. I mean, if any of you remember, like, the Attitude Era, back with Stone Cold and The Rock, you know, the glory days, and even as far back as, say, God, I mean, even with stuff like Randy Savage and Ultimate Warrior, guys like that, you know, the storylines were so much better. So we're going to try and bring a bit of that back, and we're going to try and play as close to the WWE as we can get. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of editing involved. You know, we're going to have to play the matches and make sure they come out the way we want them to. So that is, we're not sure about that yet, but that's definitely something we're looking into. So if that interests you, if you don't like wrestling, then obviously it won't mean anything to you really. But that's just something else we're thinking of doing. And again, we comment on that while we played the matches, then watch them back through, and we would comment over them as if we were, you know, we were the commentators and we were sitting there watching the match with you. And we try and, you know, we wouldn't be like they are now, where they talk about Twitter and all kinds of other crap while the match is going on, which is just absurd. to just comment on the actual match. That's just something we'd like to do. So that's something else. Other things we're thinking of doing, me and Rai would really like to do Rome 2 and Shogun 2 co-op. But again, that's something that's time restraints on Ryan, basically. If he gets the time to do it, then I would love to do it with him. Also, maybe Vegas 1 and 2 if I do the Rainbow Six series, because I remember the single player not being not that fun, storyline and all that. So it'd be more fun with 2 people. And I think me and V are also considering doing the Baldur's Gate series, which is my favourite game of all time. If you remember that game from back in the day, it's just been re-released as an enhanced edition, and I would love to do that. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline that we'd like to do, but obviously a lot of it depends on how much time I'm gonna have, how much time all my friends are gonna have, you know, and how much, you know, because it's gonna take a lot of work, you know. It's hard finding the time to do all this stuff. I mean, you know, so like I've said before, you guys are probably thinking, well, you very rarely update your videos half the time anyway, so how are you going to get the time to do this? And the answer is, guys, I really don't know. But I would like to bring, you know, a lot of videos to you, a lot of different things, so, you know, so maybe there'd be something there you've never thought of, and thought, oh, that's actually a really good idea, and I'm really enjoying this, and stuff like that, you know? Just, you know, something you guys can enjoy, and that I can enjoy doing, because I do enjoy doing this. It's just having the time to do it is the problem. And speaking on that, I'm thinking I'm probably going to try it. Well, I am. I'm going to get videos out quicker now. I know I've said that before, and you're probably asking, you know, can I have that in writing? But yeah, I'm definitely going to try and get them out quicker. In fact, I'm trying to put a time down on a day that I can actually do it. It will probably be this sort of time at night. Close victory. Okay. Because at the moment now it's about 3:45 in the morning when I'm doing this, but when I come home from work it's probably the time I'll do some videos, and then they'll be up then for the next day. You know, with my slow internet, you'll get a couple up through the day. I'm thinking maybe the day Thursday, so I'm thinking maybe today, the day I'm doing it now. Well, technically it's Friday now, but you know. So that's the plan anyway, and I'll put Rome up on Thursdays for definite. That's probably going to be the plan. But yeah, other than that, guys, I mean, I've rambled on long enough. I don't know what else to say, so I hope some of that stuff sounds interesting to you. I hope you you keep on watching. I hope, you know, maybe if there's anyone you know might like some of my videos, just show them my way. You know, the more the merrier. And honestly, guys, I hope I can all these plans come to fruition, because I would really like to do them for you. Because I like doing them, and as long as you like watching them, that's all I care about. You know, even if there's only 10 of you. You know, if I can entertain you 10 people, then hell, that's 10 more happier people, which is great as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you soon for Rome Total War. Have a good time, guys.